Hey, kings and queens. Today I would like to talk about spiritual oppression and tell you the reason why I started my personal channel. God has laid in my spirit to spread his word and to tell my own personal testimony because it might set someone free. I went through spiritual oppression, and when I say spiritual oppression, I'm talking about depression, anxiety, different mental illnesses, low self-esteem. I had to go through some traumatic things in life, so I suffered with PTSD also. But the thing about it is, once I realized that it was spiritual oppression, I was better able to deal with and cope with the emotions and symptoms that I had in my life. Please check out Ephesians 6 and 12, and I'm going to make another part to this. Okay, so now it's time for part 2. The reason why I chose this photo as I'm explaining this is because one of my way of expressing and coping with my emotions was cutting. It's kind of pretty hard for me to explain or to talk about. It's a soft subject, but yes, I used to self-harm. I thank God that I no longer do, but I do have the scars that were left from those moments that I wanted to take my anger out on myself, or I wanted to just end it all. But I want you guys to know that it's not worth it. That momentary emotion shouldn't be backed up or affect a long-term decision. Check out part 3. If I would have been successful, my children would have lost their mother. My parents would have lost their daughter. My brother would have lost his sister. There's so many people in this world that I want to bless, that if I would have decided to allow spiritual oppression, those thoughts that got in my head, that I decided to act upon, then I wouldn't be here. God allowed me to still be here for a reason and a purpose, and I want to make sure that I help as many people as I can before God allows me to leave this earth. I'm hoping and praying that my story will change your mind about certain things, or change a loved one that you have mind about certain things, especially when it comes to people who have mental health issues. When you read Ephesians 6 and 12, you will see what the word states about these battles that we fight. We're not fighting against flesh and blood. We're fighting against principalities and spirits, demonic things. And people try to act like the spiritual world is not there, but it is. Think about it. The thought pops up in your head, but it's up to you to decide to walk upon it or to act it out. Instead, you rebuke it with the word and with prayer, and then it will. And I guarantee you it will go away. Because when you focus on God, the demons must flee. Those bad thoughts and negativity must flee, because God is pure positivity, and that he loves us and he has us covered. But we need to seek him. He has given us free will, the free will to do what we want to do. He won't make you. He won't force you. He's a gentleman, as my first lady has always taught me. So I need you to really pay attention and think about that. Pray. Stay prayed up.